Okay, children, welcome back. You can get your books out that have the smiley face on them. And again, it's a new book, so we want to keep our new books looking really nice. So we want to color nice and do really good work in them. This here's what your first page should look like. It's about shapes. We've got a lot of different shapes here. We've talked a little bit about shapes. We've talked about the circle and the square. But we have lots of shapes on this page. You'll need to get your crayons out. We'll need crayons for this page. And what they're wanting you to do is look at the shape. The first shape here is a triangle. And we have a triangle here too. And a triangle has 3 sides. Tri means 3. Like a tricycle has 3 wheels and a triangle has 3 sides. So this is a triangle. And it says the triangles are red. So you color that little bitty triangle red so you know. And then you go down to the square. We talked about squares. They're purple. And then color that wee little square purple. And then over here is a rectangle. And a rectangle is kind of like a square, but the difference is that a square, all 4 sides are even. And a rectangle, you're going to have 2 sides that are longer. So I'm going to go back here to the board and see if you can see back here. A square, all 4 sides are same size. I'm not sure of those, but can you see that? And then a rectangle, you have 2 long sides and 2 shorter sides. So a rectangle can be like that, or anytime you have 2 sides that are longer. That can be a rectangle because 2 sides are shorter, 2 sides are longer. And a square, they're all 4 same size. So that's how you tell the difference there. So the rectangles get colored green. And then that next shape is called a pentagon. Those get colored orange. Everybody knows the yellow. And then we have a diamond there. Everybody knows what a diamond is. And the diamonds are blue. So what they're wanting you to do is go down here and look what the shape is. Like the petals on this flower here are pentagons. So you go up here and the pentagons are orange. So you color all those orange. And then you look at the circle. You go up here and see what color the circles are supposed to be. Yellow, so this gets colored yellow. And the other thing I want you to remember, children, because we have a new book, and just because this is how you always need to do it though, is whenever you color, always color the same way. I don't see my crayons here. Let me look if I can find them and I'll show you. Always color the same way and try to stay inside the lines so that your page looks really neat. So let's see, on the yellow, let me see if I can do this with my right hand. Stay inside the lines and always go the same way. So don't go this way a while, then this way, then this way. Try to stay the same way as much as you can and stay inside the lines. So your page looks really nice. I think we done this demonstration on the board one time. I think you can all see the board pretty good from where you're at. But whenever you go one way, your page will look neat, your coloring. And when you go all different ways, it just starts looking like this. Well, it just looks like a mess. See the difference? So try to do a neat job on your coloring. And try to think about the shape you're coloring as you're coloring there. And I think that's a page that we'll let you come back to after the video. We're going to go on to the next page. And your next page will look like this. Each row of pictures here has one picture in that does not belong. And we've done this one other time. We've done some demonstrations in class, remember, up here on the front of the desk. How to tell when something does not belong in a group. So we're going to do these together. The first row, is everybody ready? Karina, are you watching? Blake? The first row, we have crayons. We have a baseball, we have a scissors, and we have glue. Which one of those pictures does not belong in that group? What do you think, Jamin? Which one don't belong in that group? If you said the baseball, you're right. Even though you boys like baseball, this one gets an X. Put an X on the baseball because it does not belong. And okay, now why does it not belong in that group? It looks like it's about the same size as the others. What do you think, children? It's because the crayons and the scissors and the glue, those are all things you use in school. You use them at your desk. And the baseball is not. It's not a school tool. Okay, that one was pretty easy. The next one I think is going to be harder for you. We have a turkey, a fish, a crab, and a seal. What do you think? Which one of those don't belong? They're all alive, right? They all have eyes. That's a hard one. That's a hard one. What do you think, Zach? Which one does not belong? Whenever you find it, put an X on it. If you said the turkey, you are right. Put an X on the turkey. The turkey does not belong because the others are all water animals or sea animals. A fish would be in the sea, a crab and a seal, and a turkey is not. So put an X on the old turkey. Next one's pretty easy. Should be easy for you. We have, what is this, a parrot, a bird, a turtle, and a hummingbird. I'll have to be careful what I say or I'll give it away. Which one of those does not belong? Now that one is pretty easy. Everybody put an X on the one that doesn't belong. Good job. It was the turtle. The old turtle does not belong because the others all have wings. They can all fly and they're all kind of bird. And the old turtle is not a bird, so he gets an X. The next one, we have a cup, a sandwich, a fork, and a spoon. Put an X on the one that does not belong. What do you think? Put an X on the one that does not belong. Did you put an X on the sandwich? If you did, good job. The sandwich gets an X because the fork and the spoon and the cup, they're all eating utensils, and the sandwich is food. Let's go on to the next one. We have, this one might be a little bit harder for you, I don't know. We have a banana, an apple, a piece of bread, and some grapes. Which one does not belong in that group? When you find it, put an X on it. Everybody got it? Ashton, did you find it? Did you put an X on the piece of bread? If you did, good job. The piece of bread does not belong in that group because it is not fruit. The grapes, the apple, and the banana are all fruit. So put an X on the piece of bread. Zach would know that one. He's the fruit eater. Aren't you, Zach? Let's go down to this next one. We have a rock, a tree, a flower, and a plant. Which one does not belong? The rock, the tree, the flower, or the plant? How about the rock? Put an X on the rock. That one was pretty easy. All these others are growing. They're all plant-like things. But the old rock gets an X. And along with this page, it says we're supposed to say our house number and our street and road name. We're actually in kindergarten, children. We're supposed to learn, and we was just getting ready to work on that, but we're supposed to learn our addresses and a phone number. And so if you children want to work on that at home, you can. It would be a good thing to know your address. Remember on the one page we had a little house and you wrote your box number on the outside, and that was all good. But we're supposed to memorize our house numbers, our addresses. So like mine, Anthony Loniger, 2736 South, 300 West, Washington, Indiana, 47501. Learn your address and one of your parents' phone numbers if you can. That's something too you might need help on. If you say it every day, every morning, every night, you're kind of surprised how fast you learn those things. So, on this page, everybody ready for this page? Whenever we start a new book, we just started a new book, where do we usually start? Do we start all the way back here in the end? No, we start at the beginning of the book. At the beginning. So today we're going to talk about beginning and ending. See the picture here? We have a picture of Sally and her brother Sam are walking to school. Let me hold my book up here. They begin at their house and they end at the school. With your finger, trace the path from where they begin to where they end. So we start up here at their house, is on this side, and they go across to the school on this side. Looks like maybe kind of a school-church combination. So from the beginning to the end. And many things that we do have beginning and end. So on the rest of this page, we're going to talk about beginning pictures and ending pictures. And this is the first time we've done this, so I'll help you. I'll help you with it. To start with, we have a little baby here. This is the beginning. Didn't you all start out as little babies? And some of these, if we don't know them, remember how we talked about if you don't know them, just skip it and come back to it? Do some of the easier ones first. It's called the process of elimination. So here we have a little baby is the beginning. What is the end of a little baby? What happens at the end here? I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. It wouldn't be muffins, right? And it wouldn't be mom hoeing in the garden. It wouldn't be would it be a man? Or would it be baby chicks? What do you think, children? Starts as a baby and ends as a man. So draw a line from the baby to the man. Did everybody get that? These next 3 you're going to have to do all by yourself. Scary. Here we have a little boy mixing something up in his bowl. He has a cookbook here beside him. See that cookbook? And he's got a little spoon in his hand and he's a stirring. That's the beginning. What is the end? Look at these pictures over here. Whenever you find it, what do you think? Whenever you find it, draw a line. The next one is some eggs. There's 3, 1, 2, 3 eggs, and they're hatching open, they're cracking open. It looks like there's something inside there. That's the beginning. Which one of these pictures shows the end? Whenever you find it, draw your line. And then the last picture is a man. Looks like he's in his garden, maybe planting some seeds. That's the beginning. What is the end? Finding the beginning and the end. When you're done with that, you can turn your page. And we have your color cut and paste for the day. And here is mine. You can look at mine, and you can use your imagination. You don't have to do it same as mine. I done my bow kind of purple. Can you see that? And then I done my wrapping paper with polka dots, purple polka dots. And then here are my pictures. You color, and like we talked about earlier, color really nice. It says it's Jake's birthday. Mom and Dad gave him a birthday gift. Color the gift and cut it out. Glue it to the top of the page. Put glue only around the box edges. The gifts that belong in the box are on page 35. So you color this, color your present, cut it out all the way around here, and then glue it up here. And you only put glue here, here, and here. And you let the top open so you can stick your presents in. Here's how mine turned out. So let's look what all Jake got for his birthday. Here's a football. You boys all like footballs for your birthday. A toy truck. A drum set. Another truck. I colored that one. Kind of a purplish blue color. Here's a top. Remember, we've talked a lot about tops. T-O-P, top. And the book. So when you get those all colored, you can stick them down in your present and then write your name at the top like I did. Right on that line, write your name. That's your art project for today. Now, for a little bit of review, we're going to go over our numbers and our shapes. So our shapes, remember, we had this one today. We talked a little bit about it. It's triangle. Tri means 3, like a tricycle has 3 wheels and a triangle has 3 sides. 1, 2, 3, a triangle. This one, when an object has 4 straight, equally long sides like this, it's a square. Everybody knows this one, a round circle. Got that one? And what is this one? Do you remember? What is this one? It has 4 sides, but 2 are always longer than the other 2. Rectangle. Remember that, rectangle. And then our numbers. The last number we had, we're going to review it a little bit, was 13. Remember the 1 and 3, 13. Let's start with 0, and we're going to do our numbers. Everybody help me, okay? I should have made sure I had these in the right row. I think I do. If not, we'll start over. Okay, everybody ready? Everybody looking up here? 0, ready? 1, everybody help me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. You want to go backward? Let's try them backward. This is a 13. Everybody help me, we're going to go backwards. 13. Whoa, let me see. 12. 11. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. And 0. Did you get that? All the way to 13. And children, if you can, have your parents help you with this too, or one of your older brothers and sisters, but see how far you can count. And if it helps you, I think there is in the back of your books, I think there is in every book, let me look, a page. Okay, my bad, it's not in this one, maybe it's in your workbook. In your other book, yes. In your workbook, all the way in the back, there's a chart. And it has your numbers from 1 all the way to 100. And you need to practice this chart too. If you were here in school, we'd have you practicing it every day. Start with 1, point to it, make sure you recognize these numbers as you go through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Find that chart. Maybe one day we'll work on that on our activity video. It's in the back of your workbook. But work on it through the day with your parents or in the evenings and see how far you can count and start learning how to recognize those numbers. It's the 1s, 10s, 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, all the way to 100. Okay, children, I think that is the end of our workbook video. You can go back and do your coloring now and finish up the pages you didn't get done earlier. Thank you for listening. I'll see you back here again on Wednesday. Have a good afternoon.